I missed somehow because I did not see the blood trails going up the stairs. In fact, I didn't even see the stairs. I just completely missed it. But yeah, he's a cool boss. He looks cool. He's got a few things worth mentioning. Players talking about how it's hard to wake up off the ground in this game. Enemies get a lot of OTGs and you don't really have that many wake up options against it. I feel like that is, while that is true, I haven't found it to be a big issue thus far. There are at least 2 ways to get off the ground, I think. Maybe like 3 ways to get off the ground, right? You have the choice to either mash to try to instantly roll up the tech out, which gets you caught a lot of times because you don't get iframes. You can delay get up, and if you delay it, then you can get a instant dash instead of rolling. Or you could just not, press anything and just completely full delay, I would say. But whichever way you go, it is a yes for the remainder of your life. I think you do have options to deal with it to at least avoid taking the worst outcome, but it is going to be a gamble, and it comes into play. I feel like you have to just minimize the worst case scenario, right? And sometimes you get knocked down, that's just the punishment, that's the punishment you take. So I don't have any issues with that right now. I haven't ran into anything too crazy. I have been killed by it several times, but I don't feel like it's a big problem. Maybe I'll change my mind if it, in the future, but as of now, I feel like it's in a good place, and the game would be way too easy, I think, if you took that away. On the ground too? It grabs you on the ground? I'm dead because I can't heal in time. Damn. Your wake up options are so limited, huh? I'm gonna beat his ass with just a spear. Fuck. Why didn't I go for it? I should have went for it. Alright. All you have to do is just stop talking. Just stop talking and do it. So moving on from that, let's share some techniques, technique hour. So I was lost after this. I just went around, did things sporadically, randomly, unlocked a couple of shortcuts, and that was pretty much it. Not worth making a full video around, right? So the spear, we got spear techniques. So the spear has this thing where you have a parry like reversal maneuver with the spear, right? With the base spears that you get early in the game. It takes a long time to actually load up, right? It has a long startup. And so the only way to really use that in the midst of back and forth action is to spin meter with it, which you have to have, I think, 1 bar, 2 bars to do it. But if you don't have that, then you have to deal with the long startup, right? And that's just not very convenient for a reversal type of move, right? It turns it from being a reactionary move into a prediction. However, you can time it to be a just frame. So in order to make this happen, I'm gonna let y'all watch this, right? I'm gonna send y'all to the live commentary version of this that will explain it in, real time. Did you see how fast he did it the second time? Do you see that? Is that something new that I got? If you do it back to back, you could get it to come out rapidly the second time. I'm not tripping, am I? Y'all saw it happen. How did I do that? There's some timing in here where you could get it to come out twice. It might be a jest frame. I think it's a jest frame. And I don't know if I can do it on a charge. I'm going super late and nothing's coming out. Nothing comes out if I'm too late. I even went super late that time. I'm gonna go extremely late. Okay, now I'm gonna hold forward and go extremely late. Nothing. Okay. I'm gonna try to hit the timing again. Single tap. But you need stamina. I can't even replicate it anymore. Oh! That works? I'm not tripping, am I? There's some sort of just frame thing in here that gets it to come out really fast. Like that. How can you expect me to move on without learning how to do this? But it's my best move. Holy shit. Holy shit. Did I just get the timing? I think I gotta do it earlier. for the second one. If I can do it off the sprint, this is pretty crazy. I don't think I can though. Maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I can. That's too early. Too early. Too early. Relax. It seems like it is actually a just frame. I don't know how much of a just frame, but it seems like it is a just frame. And I'll tell you, it's like at the start of recovery, right? Or rather at the end of, I don't know, the active hit, like at the start, very beginning of the recovery of a move. You do it too early and nothing comes out. But if it comes out regular, then it means you're too slow. See, I was too early. Too early. Too early. Too slow. Too early. Too early. Too early. Just right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let us continue. I may have found some secret sauce. There is a special council window that allows you to perform moves quickly. See the startup on that, but if I time it well, which is very difficult to do, very difficult to do, I can get it to come out instantly. Right? So let's move on before I get too bogged up again. Anytime you perform an action that has recovery, whether it be a forward dash, back dash, a light attack, heavy attack, you know, special move, skill, magic, if you just time the recovery of that move, you can get an instant reversal with the spear, with just this technique, just this move, right? No other move I found out that it works with yet, and I have not unlocked all of the moves in the skill tree. I have not tried all the moves of the weapons, but this is the only thing that this works with thus far. So if you just time the recovery of your previous move and do the spear reversal technique, you can get an instant version of the move as if you had meter, even if you don't have meter. So that creates a cool scenario where you can just go for it, you know, no matter what the circumstances are, right? Just as you're going throughout combat, you just do a light attack combination and then try to end it with the just frame or the just, you know, the just timing and get it. But, you know, it's not, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I don't think it's that big of an advantage. So I don't, you know, it's not like it's going to be a game changing thing. It's more of a flashy, you know, show off and beneficial, but more just like try hard type of thing, right? But it is beneficial if you could do it consistently, but it's not a big advantage at all. You know, in a game like this where you feel like you almost always are going to have some type of meter, and there's a lot of, you know, skill tree buffs that give you meter, and attacking can give you meter through the skill tree. I don't think it's that big of a deal at all, because, you know, you get a much easier version of doing that, you know, without having to go through the execution. So I feel like it's something that is safe to last, knock on wood, right? Like I don't believe it's worth taking out of the game, because of how much execution is involved to do it, and for how little advantage it gives you all in all, and how much more likely it is to get you killed for trying to go for it. So I think it's just like a fun thing to do more than a powerful thing to do, but it can be powerful if you can master it. So anyways, that is the spear reversal technique. Basically turns the spear into a, you know, reversal. And other than that, I wanted to show y'all this fight. So I went through the village, you know, went back through the village and met this new enemy type, right? Big guy. I was like, damn, it's gonna take me a couple of tries to get this guy down. And so it was like, okay, time to go in, and I want y'all to check out this fight. There's a dude right there.
Daytime drains the body and
What? What? What just happened? Did I just beat him in one hit? Did I blow him up? Did I did I blow him up with his own attack? If I did, that is way too sick. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I know what happened, but I don't know how it could be possible that it turned out that way. I got him in one attack. One attack. That's all it took. I was so befuddled. I was so befuddled. I did not believe that it was over in the first attack. I didn't even get the chance to learn. I didn't even get a chance to learn what his attack patterns are. So that was pretty cool. That was dope. It was pretty sick. But I'm gonna run into another one later on in the game probably, and I'm not gonna have any idea what the fuck he does. So yeah. Other than that, Session 3, I went through the underground caves or something like that. I didn't have much trouble there. You know, it was pretty easy. I feel like it was the easiest location that I went through, ironically. You know, I didn't have any trouble. You know, it was a piece of cake for the most part. You know, just take it, you know, expect the traps and whatever. You know, I didn't have to deal with any of the status elements. You know, I just, you know, wasn't that much of a hurdle for me. But I didn't do the boss fight until Session 4. So we're going to keep the remainder of the footage going into Session 4. It's going to be the live commentary. It's going to be the wrap up for the narration portion of this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll send y'all over. And I hope you have a good one. Peace. Hold it. Hold it. Good to go. fucked up. They had shrines that was attacking me last time. What is that? Hey, you trying to copy my style or my outfit? Not quite wearing my outfit, but still. Man down.
I can see.
You can see these biscuits too if you look hard enough. Don't worry, I'm making them fresh. You little slimy bastard. You are going to hell. You're going to hell.
Of evil. Shit. And what's over this way? And what do you got for me over here? I hate this game. That's not even anything to pick up. I'm not getting that shit. This is like a stack of hay or some shit.
Hey, you think he's built on us? We can't stay here much longer. What's happened? Gotta keep moving. Once we find the exit, we're out of here.
That bitch just dive off the cliff and try to take me with him. What a conniving, unworthy bitch.
Lost to the flame.
You.
Lost to the flame.
I'm out of heals. Oh my god, stop backdashing. I can't dodge them freely. That is kind of fucked up. You can't backdash recklessly in here.
believe it. Can't believe he got that hit in. He didn't deserve that hit. Oh, you want some of this? That gives you free stacks? This is the, what you call it? Spears is good for like playing defensively. Which is good for me. You in what army? Hit me. Fuck you, asshole. I ain't got no heals at all. Am I safe right now to go into my menu? Fuck it. Okay, tell me there's a boss fight ahead without telling me there's a boss fight. Uh-huh. Don't fall down, please. Stay away from this bitch. He's tripping. Fight me over here. Fight me on this coast. Bet you won't. The game is just out to get you at every corner, thinking that you're lacking at every opportunity. Madness. I was too late. Come on. Something out of this box right here. Okay, you hit circle to get out of that. Two guys still up there. Just being a menace for no reason. Oh, that was a big stutter right there. New area. Somebody going up here and try to knock me off the cliff? Huh? I've seen this before. It was a tree. You think you got some credentials over a tree? I don't think you do. I know your games. I know your game. There's gonna be a boulder up here or some shit. A save up there? It is a save. It is a save. This might be a good time to call it right now. Memory is running short, and I still got to edit to get some videos out, so it's gonna be a wrap up for me for day 3, session 3. Okay. Wait, can we level up? Let's level up before we get out of here. Yeah, let's level up. Where was I going? Was I going for this? Might as well just test it out. Fuck is that? It's another sort of parry. This weapon is just nothing but parries. More agility. I mean, I could have went for this over here. But we gotta pick a choice. +5 agility. At this point, I should just de-spec off the sword since I'm not using it, huh? You know? I'm not using the sword right now. Give me 5 points off that. Fuck it, I'm here. I'm here, you know, I'm not using the sword right now. Why would I need points over here? But there are points going in that carries over that I might lose. But, you know, who cares right now? Let me see what this is all about. Maybe we got a new best weapon. That's our old parry. What the fuck is this? The downside of this is that it's a close range, and the other one goes like full distance. But you know, we'll test it out. We'll test it out.